Leno, the man who became the unshakable cornerstone of American late-night television and the familiar face millions trusted to end their day with laughter, has lived a life far more brutal and complex than the legend suggests. For 22 remarkable years, his monologues on The Tonight Show were more than jokes. They were a nightly ritual stitched into the fabric of American culture, delivered with a blend of sharp wit and steady warmth that felt like home. Yet behind the success was a childhood shaped by poverty and the painful weight of dyslexia, a condition that left him struggling in classrooms where books became adversaries and teachers rarely saw his effort, only his difficulty. Born the 28th of April, 1950, to hard-working parents in New Rochelle and raised in Andover, Massachusetts, Jay grew up in a modest, drafty home, where discipline and perseverance mattered more than comfort. A school counselor once told his mother, "Education isn't for everybody," a sentence that carved a wound he hid with humor, turning comedy into the armor that helped him survive. As he entered adulthood, life offered little relief. He juggled multiple jobs, delivering pizzas in brutal weather, lifting engines in auto shops, and sleeping in his car when rent outpaced his income, all while chasing small open mic opportunities in smoky basements, where silence hit harder than rejection. His break finally arrived in 1977 with his first Tonight Show appearance. And by 1986, he became Johnny Carson's designated guest host, though the pressure often left him trembling backstage. When he officially took over in 1992, the transition ignited a national rivalry with David Letterman that Jay never sought but endured bravely. Through controversy, criticism, and corporate battles, especially the chaotic Conan O'Brien succession, he kept working with the same relentless drive forged in childhood. His farewell in 2014 brought him to tears, revealing the emotional cost of decades spent carrying the nation's laughter. Yet, the hardest trials waited outside television. In 2009, exhaustion knocked him off his feet and into a hospital bed. In November 2022, a gasoline explosion from a 1,907 steam car engulfed him in flames, burning his face, hands, and chest, leading to grafts and hyperbaric treatments he endured with quiet strength. Just 2 months later, a hidden cable flung him off his motorcycle, shattering his collarbone, ribs, and both knees. And in 2024, he tumbled down a 20-meter hillside, fracturing his wrist and bruising his face so severely his vision blurred. Still, he rose, limping and hurting, but determined to keep moving. While his body battled fire, fractures, and age, his heart endured deeper wounds. Cancer stole his mother, then his father, and 8 years later, his brother, the 3 people who shaped him most, leaving him carrying memories that still tighten his chest. But nothing broke him quite like the slow heartbreak of watching his beloved wife, Mavis, slip into the fog of advanced dementia. Married since the 1,970 their love had always been quiet and steady. But now, Jay became her protector in every sense, buttoning her clothes with stiff hands still scarred from burns, guiding her downstairs despite his aching knees, answering gently when she asked, "Have we met?" and preparing for a future he desperately wishes he could change. At 75, despite scars, fractures, and sorrow, Jay Leno stands as one of the most disciplined and generous figures in American entertainment. His $450 million fortune, built through relentless work and careful saving, supports charities, veterans, medical care, and above all, ensures Mavis will always be safe. His vast Burbank garages remain his sanctuary, a place where engines hum like old friends, and where he quietly keeps repairing, restoring, and remembering. Through every storm, Jay continues to rise, not because life has been kind, but because his spirit refuses to break.